Hi guys, thanks for tuning in the channel today. I think this 2021 model Honda Forza 350 I purchased a few weeks back will be a very reliable ride, so I'm pretty happy about that side of it, and I think I'll be able to take it out, do some really good runs on it. But there is one area where I'm a little bit concerned on, and it not only relates to this bike, it relates to every bike, and that's what about if you get out there and get yourself a puncture and the unfortunate incident of something like that happening. Well, one thing about this Forza is it's got tubeless tyres, and that's really a good point with one of these, because naturally with a tubeless tyre setup you only have to plug the tyre and you don't have to worry about removing the tube and getting into all that drama like that. So like I said, it's got tubeless tyres front and rear, which I'm very happy about, and I think if any Flaw is going to let me down out riding around or be away from home, punch has been the problem on a couple of occasions. So let's step inside and I'll just show you what I've done to work on this problem. Back inside now, I'll just show you what I've bought. Two items in particular. This is the first one. It's the motor pressor pocket pump. So there's the unit there. A nice solid little thing, although it looks like it's probably 20 or 30 years old, but that's the way it goes. Watched on YouTube and read on reviews that they perform really well, so that'll come in handy. I think that'll sort me out in that direction. Now also in the pack, this SCA, I think it's called, lead. They'll be able to hook that up to the battery and therefore have a direct link if I ever have to use it to pump up the bike. So I think that'd be a lot better than trying to use these alligator style leads and use that one, because on the Forza the battery is located under the seat, and then you've got to undo 3 panels to get at the battery, so it'd be a little bit more difficult. So if I run this lead from the battery to the outside, I'll be able to just hook onto that should I ever need it. Hopefully I won't, but should I ever need one, well, it'll be in easy access and it'll give me 100% confidence that I can get it there and ride it where I want to. Plus it also comes with this nifty little pouch, so that'll be sitting in there too. I also bought this puncture repair tool, so it's just like a big pocket knife. In one way, it's got its pouch on the back. So what you get with that one, comes with the 5 plugs, the pouch, and I think for the $65 I paid for it, or the outlay in total, I think it's a really good value knife. Get, like I said, like 5 tools. It's got the pliers, it's got the reaming tool, which you got to clean out the hole, whatever gets in the tyre first. The insertion tool to put your repair strings on, a knife to cut it, and you've got 5 of those repair strings there, and you've got that pouch at the back. So roughly this cost $65 too. I think the same price as the pocket pump. I got them for free delivery, which was good, and I think using this kit here as a whole, this will give me a lot more confidence now, because there's no doubt if you had to get out there and do a puncture repair, I'd much rather do it on a tubeless tyre than what I would have to pull a tube out and fix it up and then risk pinching the tyre, putting it back in. So I think this is the way for me, and I'm pretty happy in that respect that the Honda Forza 350 has actually got tubeless tyres. I think on the Honda Forza it's going to be that reliable to run around on. That would be the only thing that would slow it down. That's a bit disappointing too. I rang the dealer about the 300L today, and it's now scheduled to arrive in October. So that's a bit of a bummer, but not much I can do about it, and that's the way it goes with that bike. But anyway, we'll get out there now and we'll have a quick look at how to fit this under the seat. Okay, we're back at the Forza. We've got the SCA lead. We'll get over here now. Just turn it to on. Press seat. Lift her up. If you look here now on the front part of the housing, I've got 3 screws to get out of the way to get down there so I can access the battery. I've removed those 3 screws. Here's the panel which comes off. Now, one thing I just noticed on this panel, see this little piece here, just a sticky pad, you can put it on and off. I think I might drill a hole through that and pull a wire through it. So then if I ever decide I want to cover it up, I can just put the triangle patch back on. So that's one. Now there's our battery sitting down there in the cavity here. So with these particular bikes, or any bike, always remove the negative first, and then when you come back, make sure the negative wire or negative lead goes on last. So there's your correct way to do it. If you do it the other way, you'll either get a spark and then throw it. Definitely it'll throw a spark if it hits anything metal while you're doing it, and you probably short out thing, blow fuses, stuff like that. So the idea when you come to a battery, whether it's in a car, bike or anything, negative off first, negative on last. Already drilled a hole in the plastic, so that's worked out fairly well. Threaded the wire through. So battery back on now. Remember, positive on first, negative last. Got it connected up, got my panel back on. Got the lead out here now, through that hole. So all I've got to do is connect this up now and just see if it kicks over and fires all right as far as the pump goes. The best thing about this exercise today, I didn't break anything doing it, so everything is back in mint condition, and pretty happy how that turned out. Everything looks nice and neat inside. We swing back here. I allowed for a little bit extra lead just in case, you know, I didn't know how much I'd have to get from one wheel to the other. So here's our little compressor here now. So I'll just give it a turn on. Yeah, so everything's good. Everything's working fine. So I'll be able to just disconnect this now, put it back in, and I'll take one clip at the end and just show you how everything packs back in. I'm pretty happy now. This will be 100% reliable ride wherever I go out now, and I can go out with complete confidence. Now to sum up, there's my motor presser mini pump in there. So hardly takes up any room at all when you look at how big the space is. So it's already there, working fine. Everything's nice and neat, like I said, working right. So I'm pretty happy with how this worked out today. You know, sometimes you're working on these bikes and you fix something and break something else. Like to give it a thumbs up, please do. If you're interested in subscribing to the channel, that'd be appreciated too. So catch you later.